actually do the music. I did it the other day. I mean, I mean, I could do it, but we still get the copyright thing. Hey, everyone, welcome to All About the Joy. It's me and Cynthia in the house early, having a little girl talk. Holla. I'm not going to put the chat on because no one's there yet. And I can... What?
I said, okay.
I'll put it on when I see it here, you know. How was your week? Oh, you want to wait for Rick to talk about that? We were talking about Christmas ornaments.
Oh, yeah. We'll wait for Rick to talk about the week.
Yeah. Wait, you even have cushions that are Christmassy?
I do. Well, they're pillow covers. So they're my cushions that came with the couch. So I bought covers. They're Mickey Mouse, like Christmas.
I'm trying to see if I have anything Christmassy.
You have your green chair behind you. That's it.
That's what I mean, those are my colors, right? Green and maroon and stuff. So I don't know if that counts. I don't even have a Christmas background. I put up the Dookie one that you didn't like of our backgrounds. Let's see if it has Christmassy. Let me see if it does. We have themes now. Oh, no, that's wrong. Graphics. Do we have Christmas? Look at, they don't have no Christmas ones either. Oh, well, I tried to be Christmassy.
They can't even be neutral, just holiday ones. Just a snowy background, nothing.
They probably do it later, or I think you can act. I don't know. They've changed things or whatever. I have no idea. Yeah. Okay, so what is the thing hanging up above?
Oh,
what does it say? Are those are baseballs?
No, they're supposed to look like candy. So they're like glitter balls, and they have candies on either end. I told you, whole Candyland theme back here.
I don't know what Candyland is. I think what's candy? I mean, it's just a place of candy.
You never played the game Candyland?
Oh my God. Isn't that like when you're 3 and 4 years old? I don't have children. I don't have children. So I guess that's what it is.
It doesn't matter. That game's been out for like ever.
But it's for children, right?
Yeah.
It's not like Monopoly or anything.
It's like, okay, Chutes and Ladders.
Wait, whoa. Wow. All about the joy. What's happening?
Yay. Hello, you're right.
How are you?
I know it's been ages. How's everyone doing? You're right.
It's good, but I can hardly hear you, right?
I will swap microphones. Give me a moment.
Okay, Rick, what's happening with the background?
I wanted to do something fun.
Okay. Well, unlike Cynthia, who's all Christmased out, I was looking to see if I had any one thing that was Christmassy. Nothing. I got nothing. She has it for all of us. Wow. For those of you who don't know, Gary is visiting from where again? London?
I'm in England. Can you hear me better, by the way?
In England.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Can you hear him?
I can't hear him very well. I don't know.
Really? I hear him.
It must be you, because I can hear him fine.
Oh, that's okay.
No, it's probably me. Okay. England. Okay, yeah. So, all right, welcome everyone to All About the Joy for the second time. We're going to check in and see how everybody's doing during the week. I didn't know Gary was going to come, but you're always welcome. So I'm so excited. Should I put the chat on? There's no one there. I mean, there's people here, but I don't see anybody. Look at Rick. Rick is all about the chat. He's always all about the chat. I've started turning it off now for all the other shows because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have to be. I know that's terrible, but
just wait till somebody says something.
What?
Just wait till somebody actually says something for now.
Yeah. And if they do, I'll put it up. Okay, Rick. Let's start with you. How was your week?
Not too bad. Work was very chill. Boss was sick. That might be why work was chill. Not to deal with nobody. And then he got somebody else sick, and she's like, I told that man to work from home. Now I'm sick. And she was all ticked off. But yeah. But mom was definitely struggle sometimes, but that's okay.
I'm sorry. Gary, how was your week?
Well, talking of sick, I've been sick for the last few weeks, so there we go.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting over it now. it's just a bit,
Yeah.
that time of year.
Anything else happen like during work? We love to gossip about work.
Well, it was a bit busy for the last month, and weird time scales and weird hours. And
Remind me again what you do. What do you do?
I'm a software tester, so I test software before it gets released. But we've literally finished with all the stuff we've got to do before New Year. So I've got a really good few weeks in work where I can basically just sit around and do admin work.
Wow.
For the next few weeks.
So do nothing. Wow. Okay, great.
Oh no, I'll be doing work.
Right. I hear you. Cynthia, how was your week?
It was a little busy, but it wasn't too bad. My boss is out for the next few days, so it was kind of cool that I'm in the office by myself. So I was like blasting music, Christmas music, Spanish music, all kinds of music.
Oh my God,
all day.
I didn't realize how obsessed you are with Christmas. I guess I kind of knew that, but I don't know. I guess I forgot. I don't know. Gary, do you celebrate Christmas too?
Oh, I love Christmas. I haven't got my tree up yet just because I've been ill, but that's my job for this Sunday is to decorate everything.
Yeah.
So
you know what, Cynthia? I haven't gotten me Christmas up either. My Christmas tree. How did you say that? He doesn't even realize what he said because we're so American.
Oh, it's me Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. That's what happened. I'm not feeling good, Cynthia. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
I find myself typing that, not intentionally. Instead of saying my, I put me. And I'm like, why did I just do that?
What are you talking about?
Like, instead of saying my Christmas tree, I'll type as I'm typing. Not when I talk, but when I type, I'll put me Christmas tree. I'm like, why did I just put me Christmas tree instead of my Christmas tree?
Because you're crazy. I don't know.
Just kidding. The British in me coming out.
We ruin the language. Like it's weird. So I work with people who come from Europe, and so English isn't their first language. They speak English better than me because they don't have any bad habits. They kind of, they've picked it up from a book or from a class.
Right.
Not through
that's true about here in the United States too. Immigrants speak better English than most of us, right? The ones who it's true. Okay, so I had a great week. Again, thank you all for always asking.
How was your week?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I do want to say a couple things. On Sunday, there is a great interview that I'm having with this man named Blake Fisher. And I am going to tell you that it is about politics, but it's not about politics. It's about two people who have different views who come together and have a conversation. And what I'm hoping happens is that people will watch what could happen if people could just have dialogue. So he is a conservative and I am not. And that's going to be on the Private Lounge on Sunday. It's less than 45 minutes. But I have to tell you, that was one of the best things that happened this week because I was skeptical of having him on the show. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't want to. But I was intrigued by some of the things he said on his website and some of the things when I watched on his Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I think this is kind of my people. And I'm right. So it's interesting. So just check it out on Sunday. That's at 3 p.m. I'm going to mess it up. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, or catch it at your leisure. But please make sure you catch it.
Midnight over here.
Yeah, midnight. Well, but you can watch it on the reruns, right? What time is it there right now? 3 a.m.?
No, it's 2:05.
2:05 in the morning.
It's only 2:05. It's
2:05 in the morning. So that was interesting. And then the other thing is, please catch Culture and Consequence. That is now available on the website. That was also a great conversation. Again, I think part of what is going to be part of our show is there's a Hallmark section now. And it's so funny because she just sent me another message. She's like, oh, I just watched this movie. And now she's like naming the movies and she's about to start naming the actors. I'm like, it's really funny. So yeah, we do the
I think it's hilarious.
Did you watch it?
No, but I just think it's hilarious that she loves Hallmark movies.
I was like, and
She,
then you're talking about the different types. Oh, this kind of Hallmark movie and that kind of Hallmark. I was like, y'all watch a lot of Hallmark movies.
What is an actual Hallmark movie? What kind of movie is that?
Gary, let's bring you into the fold.
It's a very romantic boy meets girl romance, kind of mostly.
It's worse than that though. It's not just that. It's kind of Hallmark is a network, but Hallmark is like Hallmark cards, right? It's a huge
Yeah, I knew the
business.
cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've always had like this network, and they started churning out these kind of romantic
Cheesy.
they're it's not even that they're cheesy, they churn them out. I mean, they
Are they
are
low
cheesy.
budget?
What?
Are they low budget?
I don't even think that they're I mean, they do so many of them so badly, they probably spend more money than they should.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like, it's one of those things. But it's kind of all the same actors, so it's kind of like the old studio system. So you're always like it, and there's always a trope. Like the girl works at a bakery and she is walking by and the guy's an insurance agent or something like it. There's just certain tropes that happen every single, like there's always an almost kiss and something interrupts them, like a phone rings or somebody walks in, like it happens all the time. And so you watch them in the background. And I was surprised because Andrea, who does, she's the co-host on Culture and Consequence, another show we have. And, we talk politics. And one day when we were done with the show, we were in the green room and I was like, this has been a crazy week, right? What are you doing to like relax? Like, I feel like I need a massage. She's like, I'm just watching Hallmark movies. And I was like, what? I think you'd have to know who she is. I don't think either one of these two would ever believe she would watch Hallmark movies. So she's kind of hardcore.
The Dreams, but she'll watch Hallmark movies.
Right.
Yeah, but that's more about me, I think, at this point. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think she's not going to do that. But yeah, so it's kind of fun. But we are now going to make that part of, I think, the segment, which I think is kind of fun. You know what I mean? So you should watch the whole thing because we do give some updates. We do teach a few things about politics and what's going on in the United States, but also the ending is just kind of funny. Oh, and we also talk about what's happening in Australia with social media. So in this episode, social media under the age of 16, Australia is now banning 16-year-olds and under from being on social media.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is it going to be one of those government things they never enforce? Like most things, who knows? I don't know.
Andrea,
I think that was like that with Facebook when it first came out, and then kids were lying about their age when they were logging in. So
I remember that.
Yeah.
Andrea and I talk about it. It's kind of like the alcohol thing. If you go to a website, like, any website of any alcohol, they ask you what your age is, but you could lie about it and go on. But I think it's bringing up an interesting conversation that should be had. And Andrea and I talk about a little bit more at length on it, but it is like there are some things that we need to be talking about. And at least Australia is trying to bring, I mean, they're making it a much bigger deal because I just heard, does Australia have a prime minister? I don't know what they
Yeah,
have.
they're kind of part of the British Commonwealth, but they're their own country.
Right. Okay,
the king's just a figurehead. So yeah, they have a prime minister.
So the prime minister, I think, is a woman. She was speaking today, and she was talking about how they're the trailblazers, and everyone else is going to do it. And I was like, oh, I don't know, but okay, like I don't know. So yeah, check it out. But okay. You guys all know, Gary, I did not know that you were going to be on. I would have sent you a little thing, but have you guys all heard about, I mean, I know they have Ed Bambus. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. The 88-year-old who is still working here.
I cried when I watched the video.
Okay. Gary, do you know about it? I guess we could show the video, but again, I wasn't prepared to show the video.
It's okay. Carry on. I'll read about him in the back.
Well, no, I don't know if everybody else knows. So we could Rick, could you do the video thing so we could let everyone else see it too?
I had a feeling you were going to ask me that.
And so you were prepared?
I tried to be.
I love my man. You see what I'm saying? That's my boy right there. I'm gonna get some of your crazy people gonna be like, he's my man. Like, oh, okay. Okay, relax, bring it down a notch. All right. Okay, wait. And how do I do it so it's the other way? Here it is. I think that's better,
Oh,
right?
that's perfect.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, wait. I don't know if everyone will be able to hear it. Do I have to do this?
Let's see what happens.
Just seeing if I could have help
We can hear it.
scanning. Thank you. What was your name?
Ed.
I'm Sam.
Okay.
I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hardworking.
Well, I try to be.
May I ask how old you are
I'm 88.
and still
He's
working?
still
Yeah, I have to.
Why do you have to keep working?
Retired from General Motors in 99. 2012, I went bankrupt and they took my pension away from me.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
She was sick when I lost my pension.
So you've been struggling a bit?
A little bit.
You said that you lost your pension?
Yes, sir, I did. I was in the Army back in 66.
So you're a veteran too?
Yes. The thing that hurt me the most was my wife was real sick. And they, when they took the pension, they also took the health care coverage
Yeah.
and all but $10,000 of my life insurance.
Oh my gosh.
So I sold the house, sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
And you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to, or
Yeah, I don't have enough income
what's your dream?
to live somewhat the life I was hoping for.
I'd like to share your story and try and, get people to help you retire.
Well, thank you.
Of course. You're amazing. I want to give you $400 here as a tip. Of course. You're amazing,
Thank you.
man. Of course.
I don't know what to say. It goes a long way to help me.
Give you a hug?
Yeah, thank you.
Lots of love. Just seeing if I could have help scan.
Let's
Yeah, you got to put your mic back.
I mean, there's someone living in England.
wait. Hold up one second.
feel-
Hold up.
That's tough. My eyes are watering, and I already saw that.
I know. That's why I try not to look at it.
All right, go ahead.
I just have questions,
I
like,
do have an update for all of you, but I'll wait till afterwards. Go ahead.
how can they take away your pension? How is that a thing?
General Motors went belly up or bankrupt or whatever, and so that was part of the issue. I don't know.
Oh, so it's okay. That
He was
sucks.
also a vet.
Mm.
Yeah, like how'd you get no? I don't understand how you get no help. It's probably it's a bit of a rabbit hole. We won't go down that.
No. I mean, I think that's the rabbit hole we need to go under. Let me just give the update, and then we can have the conversation if people want to. But I
I'm
didn't think
hoping
this was
there's
a.
a GoFundMe.
Oh no, this is not. Yeah, he set up a GoFundMe. So the gentleman. Oh, I didn't write down his name. He's from, I think, Australia, right? He flew here. He's an influencer. He flew here because somebody recommended him as a story. And then he set up a GoFundMe and they raised 1.7 million as of yesterday. And they presented it to him. It was on the news. And so he's going to retire. And they did a whole thing. And he comes and meets him again with the whatever. And okay, so that's a great part of it. That's the great part of social media, whatever. But I'm sorry. In the United States, the fact that anyone, and he's not the only one, the fact that anyone is working after a certain age and has to because they can't make ends meet. If all of you want to know why people are homeless in this country, that's the story right there. That's exactly the problem. And so I don't actually think it's a feel-good story. It is about people coming together. And I mean, the donations were small and large, but they were really individual people just giving from their heart. But what I'm going to do is be the bitch here and say there's a problem in the United States that we even have to, first of all, have a veteran or any human being retire and have to be working a job. And number two, that we have to do a GoFundMe so that he can retire in peace at 88.
The bit that surprised me the most is that he was working at 88. Like, I don't know anyone in England who is working past the age of like my mum's 71 and she still works. She's I suppose over here they're called a healthcare assistant. I don't know what they're called over in America.
No, it's
They're
probably
the ones in hospitals that do all the work, other
right.
than nurses.
Nurses, yes.
Yeah, so say similar thing. But she chooses to work, but she also gets a state pension of, I mean, I can tell you the amount because everyone gets the same. She gets like £1,000 a month state pension, and everybody gets that when they reach the retirement age, which I think is 67. But she can carry on working, so I call her. Call her. Oh, carry on.
No. I was going to say here we do have Social Security, right? So he's probably getting Social Security of some sort. But
it's not much.
It's not going to be much, and it's not enough to pay your rent, and it's not enough to do anything. So because he did work, but the pension was from his company, and it was probably pretty large. His pension probably.
Oh, so it's like a private pension, and
right?
So he had a went bankrupt,
pension.
It went away.
Right. Yeah. And then he had medical bills. His wife died. You know what I mean? And then he lost his pension. So you can't live off of, in the United States, a Social Security check.
That's the thing that surprises me, because I have a private pension over here that is through the work the business I work for, but they don't own the pension. It's through a pension company. So if the company went away, my pension doesn't go away because it's a big pension company.
Yeah,
that
I don't
runs
know
it. It's a weird situation, isn't it?
I mean, we definitely have a problem in the United States, even when, the fact that he mentions General Motors did belly up, and that is part of the problem that happened for him. That's why he lost his pension, so I don't know what the system is, but it doesn't even matter, because I don't have a pension. A lot of people don't have retirement or pensions. In the United States, people should not be working at 88. I'm just saying, because they can't provide shelter and food for themselves. That's craziness. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna get upset.
Actually, because he's a veteran.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would help, wouldn't you? If you think that would help you get up the ladder of assistance somehow.
Not in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we have to come to terms with it, I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing that people donated money, and all I kept thinking about was all the homeless people I see every day. But unless we have some really feel-good story about it, all we do is hate them, blame them. But everybody has an individual story, right? Everybody can give you whatever their story is, and it will break your heart. And it'll make you understand them. But when we blanket everybody and we make them the pariah because whatever, and then people be like, oh, but he was working. Well, okay, so someone hired him at 81 or 82. I don't know many people who would hire somebody at that age to work at their company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Brian, by the way. Brian said hi.
Oh my God. Hi, Brian. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if you can legally work in our country over the age of 80. I'll have to check that. there might be some kind of legal requirement.
Check and let us know.
Maybe I'm moving.
We're going to come stay with you, Gary.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. What else, guys? I don't want to be all negative and stuff about this story. I just didn't think it was that happy of a story from the beginning. The minute I saw it, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to make me sad immediately. I was like, oh boy, I can tell.
Yeah.
We got to fix the system, but how?
Don't get Carmen started.
Look, I think one of the most important things is that people in this country need to be more educated about local, state politics. I mean, and federal politics, right? The president, whatever. But I was just talking to Blake about this whole thing that people can't even name who represents them in their own county, in their own area. And that's how you fix it, Rick. You vote in people who actually give a shit and can actually do the job. And when they don't do the job well, you get them out. But instead what we do is, because people don't pay attention, they just keep voting in all these people who, I'm sorry, old as fuck and should not be in the government. I mean, no offense to Ed. Ed seems fabulous. I'm glad, but he's not, creating bills that are going to be around for the next generation in the next 15, 20 years regarding the internet. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. I'll shut up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave. You guys can have your conversation. I'm gonna go. Let me just turn this off. Enjoy.
If a politician is 75 years old and you're voting on a bill about AI, really? Do I still understand AI? Come on.
While he's still trying to figure out how to work their phones.
Yeah. I don't want to be ageist. But you understand what I'm saying, right? It's just kind of, that's the thing. That's the other part of it. But there are just too many people who don't vote in this country, and there are too many people who don't have any information as to what's going on. And so in your local politics. But Gary, how is it in your country when it comes to people understanding the politics of what's going on and how it affects them in their regular lives? Is there?
Well, obviously it's a little bit different of it. I think I mentioned this before. So you have loads of different voting things. You vote for a president, and then you vote for a state person, and then a smaller thing in the state. There's all these different things. Whereas when we vote, you vote for a local, we call them MP, Member of Parliament, and whichever party has the most MPs becomes in power.
Right.
So I'm not voting for the leader of a party. I'm voting for Mr. Joe Bloggs, who's usually from the area.
So that's the same thing we have. So I do know a lot about Parliament, not a lot, but enough. But it's kind of similar. We have state representatives from our county. That's what I'm talking about. Most people don't know who represents them.
But we have to, because we don't have a president on top of that to vote for. So we're only voting for one.
We don't either, but that's okay, guys.
You do vote for a president, though, don't you? I found it weird that you vote from it separately from the other things. That's the bit I don't get, because we kind of vote for it all in one go.
Okay, Rick, what are you trying to type to me? Anything? What are you typing to me? Oh, okay. Rick, you can just interrupt. I'm already embarrassing you. I'm like, what is this typing? Now it's showing when you're typing, which is annoying me. Did you know
I didn't even know we're doing that.
Yeah, so when you're watching somebody on their phone, you're like, oh my God, get to it.
Hurry up.
I know. I mean, Gary, the way it's supposed to be in the most simplistic way possible is we vote for our local people, then we vote for our state, right? And then we get a say in who becomes the leader of the party, so that there's all these checks and balances. And
right.
so because we don't have a king.
Well, we
We're
do.
not supposed to have a king. Right. But you see what I'm saying.
He doesn't do a lot.
Right. No, but you see what I'm saying. That's the whole point. If you look at the history as to why and blah, 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 right? That was the idea, was that there would be all of these kind of checks and balances in place. So that's why. The problem is most people only care about the president. They've kind of lost their way. You're supposed to care about your local and
I think that's the point I was trying to say. It seems like that's the only thing that anyone ever talks about, is they don't talk about the other stuff.
I mean, I think also media-wise, all you hear about is our president, because it's such a big deal. I mean, I love Ted Lieu. He's my representative here, but he's in local politics, on the news here. But I don't know if internationally you would be hearing about it. But you hear about Gavin Newsom, because Gavin Newsom is the governor of California, and he makes a lot of waves, and he's very loud. And we are the 4th largest economy in the world, so you're going to hear from him. But there are governors of Rick State, or Cynthia, your governor, she's a woman, right? An Asian woman, I believe. She's amazing too. What's her name? Wu? Last name is
She's the mayor. She's the mayor.
Oh, I'm confused. Who's the governor? Anyways,
Warren, not Warren, Healy.
No,
sorry,
she's a senator. Senator Warren is from Massachusetts. Anyways, it doesn't matter. My point is, I don't know all of their governors and whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you wouldn't either.
It's similar here, though. There are a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who vote who don't give a crap about politics.
Oh, I don't give a crap about politics either, but I have no choice.
No, but the point is, it's it doesn't matter how many political broadcasts you put on the telly or how many times you talk about what your policies are. They're not into politics. They're just going to look at, I'll vote for him. Some people go to the polling booth, they don't even know, and they just go, that one.
No. That's exactly
thing.
that's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same here in the United States because people aren't.
I think it's the same everywhere. There's a lot of people that they haven't got time for politics. They're busy in their own life. And,
I think it's a tough one. I think it's kind of one of those things when you're not paying attention and then it starts affecting you every day, right? Then that's why it becomes an issue. So, okay. I don't want to talk about politics anymore. Let's talk about something else,
let's move
people. On. Let's move it on. All about the joy and everything. So, what are you guys watching? What are you guys doing? God, if I don't come prepared with 55 different things.
I was about to ask, how was your Thanksgiving?
How was everyone's Well, Gary doesn't do Thanksgiving.
It was a Thursday for me, I think, or whatever day it was.
You guys have an equivalent or no? Nothing like it at all. So no, Canada does. They do it.
Not really. No.
Well, how was your Thanksgiving, Cynthia?
It was good. I cooked everything. I hosted. It was good. It was nice and calm. And
wait, have we not talked since then?
We have not.
God, I didn't even miss you guys. Really? Yeah, we weren't even on last week.
Look at that.
Wow, that's horrible of me. I slept. I really did. I didn't do anything. I didn't volunteer. I didn't go to nobody's house. I really just slept. It was amazing. But it's so funny because the trickle-down effect is also, I don't have any clips. I don't have any, you notice I haven't done any social media stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I need a staff. Because I have but it affects our numbers. Like I've already noticed because I don't send out socials. People are not going to go watch it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But Rick, what about you? How was your Thanksgiving?
Very chill. And I was very glad about it. I made a determination. This is a 4-day weekend. First 3 days, I'm not doing a dang thing. Nothing as much as humanly possible. Sunday, then I'll do laundry and dishes and blah, blah, blah. But till then, I'm not doing nothing. And I managed to do it. My brother had food DoorDash to us. Not cool. Not turkey, because I was actually glad because my son's mom had made us 3 ginormous trays a few days earlier. And I was like, if I eat turkey one more time, like it was so much food.
I'm not a big turkey person, so.
Yeah, me neither.
So he ended up getting her. It was chicken, mashed potatoes, and vegetables. And for me, because he knows me, steak and French fries. So I was happy.
It's so funny.
I know for Thanksgiving, it's so non-Thanksgiving, right?
No, I think it's great. Whatever works for you.
Funny thing. So,
okay, this means it's not going to be funny, everyone. I'm just going to.
Oh my God!
Go ahead. It's true. Every time
he DoorDashed this food, I was like, "We literally just ate. I wish you had told me earlier." He goes, "Oh, okay. We'll just heat it up later tonight." So we did. Heated hers up. She's eating. Blah blah blah. Heated mine's up, and I use paper plates because I'm lazy to wash dishes. And as I'm walking down the hallway, the plate gave way, and everything hit the floor.
I feel for you, but.
So I said, you know what? Just going to wash the steak as best as I can. And I threw the French fries away. I was like, I don't care about the French fries. And it was good, even though it hit the floor. But I washed that.
Rick's cutting the steak on the floor.
No. I just washed it. And it was fine.
So. Really? I don't know if I don't. And Cynthia, you've stayed
in your own house, right? It was in your own house.
I know, but okay, but Cynthia, you've been to my house, right?
Yes.
You know that my house is, how clean is my house? You literally could eat off of my floors. And I don't think I would. It's so funny.
You can't waste the steak, Rick. I'm with you. You can't.
I did it. And my mom's like, what's the matter? I was like, I just spilled the food everywhere. She goes, why are you so mad? Because I just spilled the food everywhere.
So you did it? Like, how long was the steak on the ground?
Oh, I picked it right up.
5-second rule, you're fine.
You're good.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah,
I gave up on the French fries. I forget that.
I would have been sad, but it would have been gone. Cynthia, you would eat off your floor?
Of course I would.
Oh my God.
Actually, in my house, though.
I am so good. Gary, would you if you dropped your steak on the floor?
Well, I've got carpet, so I don't know. I probably, if it was a steak, I probably would. You know,
Okay. Clearly, I am
back
the
on the plate.
only bougie one today. Like, cool. Are you guys watching anything? Have you seen any movies? Anything fun?
Well, because of you two, I just watched The Sound of Music again.
Oh wait, did you enjoy it?
I mean, it's not the first time, but it's been so long that I forgot a lot of it. But like the puppet show, I was like, did I don't remember that. A lot of it I did.
Oh
But
yeah, when they do the whole pup. Yeah, that's so
yeah,
beautiful.
I was
That's
like,
beautifully
whoa,
done.
that's elaborate for kids to be doing all that. Wow, okay. But
What's
no,
that song
overall,
during that part? I forget.
I forget. I don't know.
Anyways, go ahead. Wait,
Overall,
Gary, have you ever seen The Sound of Music?
Yeah, when I
Okay.
was younger. I don't remember a lot about it. You know,
Okay,
escaping
well,
the
Rick
Nazis,
just
going to Switzerland,
rewatched
if I remember rightly.
yeah. But it was enjoyable. It was funny because when they got to the wedding, it felt like that was the end of the movie. But then I looked and I was like, oh no, there's still a big chunk left. What's gonna be after this? I don't
yeah.
remember. And then they saw the whole not Hitler, but Nazi stuff and whatever. But
It was Hitler. That
I mean, they
Hitler
didn't
Nazi
show him
stuff,
on
same shit.
screen, did they? I don't think I remember seeing him. Like,
But it's the same thing. That's the whole
I
point.
remember a
They're
guy was
saying Hi
like,
Hitler the
"Heil
whole
Hitler," and
time.
the other guy's like, he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Heil Hitler." I said, "Oh yeah, I don't know." Like he begrudgingly did it.
It was so fascinating. And then the nuns in the whatever you call it, convent or
Convent.
whatever, like they're just mother, I have sinned, and they break out with the with the pieces of the car or whatever they did. I don't know. I was cracking up. I think the music and the sound of music is just extraordinary, right? I mean, it's Hammerstein, so it's amazing, but it's just incredible. What, Gary? What's your favorite holiday or traditional like music? Like, what's your favorite?
Holiday music.
Or movie or if he says Die
Movie.
Hard, I'm going to cut him off. Go ahead.
No. Die Hard is a great film, but it's not. My go-to was me and my sister used to love Home Alone.
What?
Home
Because
Alone.
I was probably like 6 when it came out, and she was probably like 8. So you know.
So Home Alone is your favorite Christmas movie?
I did say it's the favorite one, but it's the one that I remember the most because it's what me and my sister used to watch.
Oh, okay. So it's nostalgic.
Yeah, so I watch it most years. So you know,
I just had a friend. They showed it in the theater, and Macaulay Culkin was there and answered questions after the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I've never even seen it, so I can't say nothing.
really?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure Cynthia was gonna try to yell at me, and then she realized, like, I ain't even gonna bother. She's like, I'm not gonna bother. You can already tell it's not my kind of movie. It's not my thing. Yeah, no, it's very slapsticky, funny, right? And yeah.
No, it's really heartfelt.
It is.
It's about family, and I'll spoil it because you're not going to watch it. But they rush to go to the airport to go away. I think they're going to France, if I remember rightly, in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And they leave him behind because I think the electricity goes off and they're late for the airport, so it's a mad rush. And he's sleeping in the attic, and they leave him there. And he thinks that he wished his family to leave because he got sent to bed for being a little now. And basically, throughout the entire film, he wishes for them to come back, and then they come back at the end. It does have some, the bit where Joe Pesci's getting battered throughout the house by paint cans and stuff, but it is a great film.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
You should watch it, and it's got a great score because they actually got John Williams to score it, which is crazy that the guy
John
scored
Williams
Star
is a
Wars.
god, so
Yeah, the
I'll
fact that
watch
he
it for
scored
him.
Home Alone is insane, but he did.
It is a great
Did
movie.
Tony just say hi to? Oh, because Tony's okay.
He has to go on every platform.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
Just making sure they work. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. Now he's on Twitch. It's so funny. So cool. I didn't even come up with games today, guys. I'm sorry. It was just one of those days. I guess we can call it short. It's only 40 minutes in. Thank you, Tony. You know what? I did send everyone I can't believe I'm promoting Oprah's show, but it's not that I have any issues with Oprah. I just haven't watched her in so long. So I don't think you guys have had a chance to watch this.
Oh, I did.
There's two of them. Oh, yeah, right. You responded. So there are two of them. Oprah on her podcast last week, and Cynthia, I almost sent it to you to watch, had a whole conversation about families going no contact. And it is so interesting. Okay, wait. Oh, Tony just said I did see it. I'm gonna watch. I sent it to everyone I know. I did.
What me?
No. I didn't send you the no contact one because I figured the whole family thing, people got to do their own thing. I'm not going to get in the middle of that. But so, Gary, I don't know if you know what I mean, but Oprah did a show about no contact, which is kids who are deciding not to talk to their parents and haven't talked to them in like years, or vice versa, where the parents have decided not to talk to the kids. And the trend line, the hashtag is no contact, but people got all upset because she called it a trend. She meant the hashtag, not the thing that's happening. Because we all know people have been doing no contact for a long time, but it's like, is that okay to do that? You know what I mean? Is it okay to abandon your family and not talk to them ever again because you're mad or angry or whatever? So that was one of them. No contact. The one I sent to everyone that I still think everyone should watch is what's his name? Galloway. What's his first name?
I forget. That's
whatever.
The other one, I don't think I saw it. The first one.
Yeah, I didn't send that to everyone because I was like, I don't want to get involved and people get mad at me about no contact. But whatever his name is, something Galloway. I forget his first name.
He used to be
Scott Galloway. Scott Galloway.
Yeah, he used to be huge on Periscope. That's how I remember. I saw him. I was looking at him. I was like, why does he look familiar? And he used to be huge on Periscope.
Well, I mean, he's been huge for a long time on the podcast Pivot with Karen Swisher. Like he's a big deal. But I mean, now he has this, and I think he has like 4 books. But this book he just came out with, and he was on Oprah. And what he's talking about, Gary, I don't know if you guys are having a similar issue across the pond, but in the United States, there's so many issues right now with loneliness factor of men, right? Talking about men here in the United States, not dating, feeling very lonely. And he does these stats. And the first stat he talks about is if you go into a morgue, into the United States, into any morgue, and there are 4 bodies of suicide, 3 of them are men. So he was doing all these stats that were really staggering to hear. And he was just talking about the loneliness epidemic in men. And so that was the conversation. And Oprah had him on, and the audience was mostly men. I thought that was fascinating too. So yeah, it was an interesting. You should Google it. It's an interesting thing. And I don't know what's happening over where you are, but here it's, I guess, a big deal. But Rick, you saw it. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that people need. Why do I feel like I'm echoing?
Oh, you know what? Maybe we could show the clip that I sent. There is a short clip I sent on that, right? And then Gary will get a flavor.
I gotta find it, but I'll try to find it. But yeah, rejection, loneliness, the fact that some men not only don't have a best friend, but don't have any friends. Like, wow, that's.
I actually was not surprised by that stat. Actually, how when I was, because I don't think a lot of men have friends.
I do. Is that?
I'm sorry,
weird?
Gary. All men.
Is that
but
weird?
The fact that you're here is like we know you have friends because you were at least showing up in your social. You know what I mean? Like, he's so cute. He's like, I do. Like, Gary, speaking on behalf of all men. Right? Did you find it, Rick?
I'm just trying to see if I can download it really quick.
I'm not download it. Just can't. Oh, you do it however you need to do it. Let me know, and then I'll put mine.
It's easier if I can download it.
Yeah, it's a look at. It was interesting. I actually thought Oprah did a very good job because she was just moderating. She was just moderating the conversation. But I thought it was really sad.
Did they give any insights into what they think the causes are?
Oh,
is it?
Oh, yeah, he talks about it.
That's good.
Okay, ready? We'll show this little clip, and it'll give you a little flavor.
Cool.
on in a second.
Okay, not yet. Not yet. Let me sing a little bit for everybody. I love when I hold my mic like this. Okay. No, so Rick's like, let me get this up. Let me get this up. Let me get this shit up because she gonna start singing. It's horrible. Okay, wait. How do I do this again? Over here. Is that good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that works.
All right, go ahead, Rick.
You say that what's happening to men is a 5-alarm fire for men in the United States. Tell us what's going on as you see it.
Well, the statistics are pretty stark. If you walk into a morgue and there's 5 people who've died by suicide, 4 are men. 3 times as like we have a homeless problem and an opiate problem, but what we really have is a male homeless and a male opiate problem. 3 times as likely to be addicted, 3 times as likely to be homeless, 12 times as likely to be incarcerated. More single women own homes than single men. Women in urban areas are making more money. And let me be clear, we should do nothing to get in the way of that. But if our young men continue to flail, our country and women aren't going to continue to flourish. And just a couple of things you brought up, loneliness and then role models. 1 out of 4 men can't name a best friend. 1 out of 7 men don't have a single friend. And what I would say is there's a lot of factors around this, but something to be cognizant of is that...
Can I just stop you for a second?
Yeah.
Is that unusual? Is that new?
It's getting worse.
I've got to say, she looks great for her age.
Ozempic. Okay, look, she looking cute.
She looks good for her age. She really does. I've not seen Oprah in years.
She's in Australia right now. She's wearing a half top, and I'm like, bitch, stop. She look cute. She look good. Okay, I'm curious what Rick thinks because he actually watched the whole thing. Do you mind sharing what you think, Rick?
Uh-oh. I think my person has arrived. I see a car in the front lawn.
Okay, bye. Oh, look at it. It's not so easy. Okay, bye.
I'm not gonna leave for good. I'll be back, but
Yes, yeah. Perfect timing because he can't give his input. Okay, bye-bye. I'm just
I'll wait till the car's still driving. But no, overall it was sad. It was like, and if the men are messed up, yay for the women, but then the women aren't gonna want messed up men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that cycle. So we gotta like kind of let's work together and no dads in the home definitely don't help, and no role models, like they said, is huge. And yeah, it was a lot, to be honest with you. It was a lot. Like it's worth watching probably more than once because
he gives a lot and he goes like this. He goes really, really fast talking about it and stuff. He does, but it was good. Yeah. Gary, I'll send you the link. I don't have your email, so you're gonna have to at some point email me.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, bye. I don't know how to secretly give you my email because if I give it to everybody, then everybody gonna bother me.
You're in the green room.
In the green room afterwards. Okay, in the green room afterwards, I'll give it to you. I'll give you my personal email so you can email me. Yeah, look at there were a lot of,
that is interesting because like me and Juan were talking one time and we were talking about like his friends. And he even said he doesn't have like a best friend. Like I'm his best friend. He doesn't really go out. He can count on his hands the amount of friends that he has, that he's known for years, but it's not like they actually hang out, and do things together and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting.
I'm now giving him my email now that he gave me his. Ooh. You got it. Yeah. And I'll email you later so you have it.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, you know what? It's I know that there are a lot of especially women, like if you go on TikTok or you look at YouTube shorts or whatever, people are talking about this and women are just not all of them, but some people are just like, well, they should fix it. And like I think the lack of okay, you know what? Erase. I'm going to say it this way. I've been saying for a long time, for years, that there is a problem in this country with white men. And what I mean by that is that they're feeling a certain way about things. You know what I mean? And that they're feeling a lot of pain. And one of the things that he talks about in this is that when men are not fulfilled, like if they don't have a girlfriend or they don't have a social network or they don't have someone to hang out with, then it's really easy for the internet, for porn, for all these other things to take, you know what I mean, to take up and consume that time. Now, I'm being very kind of basic about it, but that is the gist, and he kind of lays it out pretty well, and it makes such sense, you know, and that's why it's so easy for so many men in the United States, Gary, because I don't know anything. He talks about the United States are falling so easily to the prey of being involved in, like, you know, white nationalist groups or whatever it is, because he doesn't make it about race. He's saying all of these places that you don't need to be. But when you don't have an outlet, when you don't have what you think makes you a man as part of your kind of thing, you will fall prey to all the things that are being thrown at you. And the biggest thing he says, Cynthia, you have to watch it. And Gary, I would suggest you watch it too. He says this thing that I think this is one of the best things he said. He's a marketing person. That's where he started and made his money. And he said, we used to think that sex sells, right? So everything was about sex, making everything sexy. But actually what really sells now is rage. So, and I was like, oh my God, it was fantastic. And he is absolutely right. The more raged we are, the more split we are, the more angry we are, we stay in our silos, the more they're able to sell to us based on that. It's sickening. It's sickening. You're done, Rick? I thought you were going to go eat.
No, he was just dropping food off.
Oh, I thought you were leaving and everything. Yeah. So we're still just talking about, but Gary, you were going to say something. I'm sorry. Or Cynthia? No.
The thing about this, it's hard to say there's like one cause for this. There's probably loads and loads. You'd be here all day trying to do it. But I suppose if people, excuse me, if people are, you know, they're lonely, they don't have friends, and then they fall in with these groups. We'll use these people who fall in with these kind of like dodgy groups, like these white nationalists or whatever. I suppose at least when they're in that group, the way they feel is they're with other people and like-minded. They're in a community, even though they're arseholes. You know, they're just looking for companionship and friendship.
Yeah, you don't see that. I mean, that was the whole thing about gangs growing up, you know, when we were younger. It's like people would be all upset about the gangs. I'm like, yeah, but they were like family. They accepted you. They liked you. You had a place, you had someone to answer to. There was structure. There was some, you know, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We need people. We need each other. We need each other. I mean, I don't need you motherfuckers, but we as a whole. You know what I mean? Rick, what did you think about it now that you're back, or Cynthia?
There was one guy that was talking about how he was pushing to be successful in what was it? Sports. What was it? Something sports, being a news type sports interviewer.
Oh, he was a news guy, and he was a correspondent, and he does all the news in the local area and stuff. So
yeah, he put such a focus on that, and he did well, and I think he did what he wanted to do, but he's like, but I'm still haven't found anybody yet. And I think Scott was like, you just have to keep putting yourself out there and expect no's, expect rejection.
That was the problem. He wasn't asking anybody anything. He said it's really hard to go and ask someone out.
People are terrified of being rejected these days. Like, so they just won't put themselves out there. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of people like that. It's like, they might say no, but they might say yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't know.
You'll never get the yes unless you try.
Yeah. Right. And the big criticism that Scott Galloway gets is that he says things that I know it's true, but okay, so like he says things like women want you to have an income, they want you to be successful, they want you to be the provider. You know, women don't need you anymore for cash because they have their own homes, they're more independent or whatever. It's the way that Scott says it that drives me up a wall. Like, he's not wrong. And then he's like, women want a guy who's 6'2". They don't want someone who's shorter than them or whatever. And I was like, I don't know if that's true. But what he's trying to say is that women want a protector. Like, that's a sociological thing. It's not that you will only date, but like the idea is that men are the protector, and women push back on that so much because we're like, yeah, it's not. That's where the cringe factor comes in for a lot of women. I think for me, I'm just going to be honest and say this. I really enjoyed it. I think the conversation needs to be had. What I don't understand with men in the United States is if you see all this is going on and you're feeling this way, how come you don't do things to change the trajectory? You keep voting in people who go against what you need and want. You keep doing things that, you know what I mean? Like
They're
if you
comfortable.
wanted, I'm sorry?
They're comfortable. That's what it is. They're just comfortable in the way that they're living and how they see the world. That like Gary said, they don't want rejection, so they're not willing to try to go for things.
They're not going to risk anything.
Yeah.
I know, but if you don't risk anything, you end up, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like women have been pushed down so much that once you had the ability to try to thrive on your own, you did it. So women are most in college. Women, I'm not saying you have to go to college. I'm just saying there's a reason why women are like, yes, 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 because we had nothing. And it's like, I think men have had and he talks about this. He's had every opportunity given to him. And it's like, okay, but then what do
Roles
you
are
do with all
reversed
that
now.
power? I'm sorry?
The roles are reversed now. Men are now feeling what women used to feel years ago, where
Well, he doesn't say that,
men,
but yes, that could be a point. Yeah.
I
men,
think
you
white
know,
men
like you
probably
said,
feel more that way. And that's why they get pushed down that route. They
Yeah.
think that they're, like, it's almost like they must look at videos and stuff where people are talking like they're the enemy or something. It's weird, especially if they're going down a certain route of videos that they're looking at. And like you say, rage sells. So you get, and the weird thing is with social media, especially YouTube, I know this because if I watch a random YouTube video I don't usually watch, you'd be amazed at the amount of other ones like it you get recommended very quickly after you do it. So when you go down that route, and before you know it,
And he talks about the algorithms, like, and it's all about, I thought that was fascinating, the rage part. Sex isn't what sells anymore, it's rage. And I was like, damn, that stuck with me. He's right.
I think he is.
He's
I think
absolutely
that's a reason why Andrew Tate got so popular, even though he's crazy as heck. But people
Andrew
are like,
Tate's weird because a lot of the things. Oh, if you don't want to go into it, but he'll say he'll diagnose problems with men, and sometimes he'll diagnose the right problems with men, but his solutions are horrific.
Well, there's a lot of those men doing that kind of podcast, right? That's kind of, I think that's kind of the problem. Look, here's what my question would have been, because I don't know about you, Rick, but when I was watching that and the women that they picked, I was like, no, I should have been in that audience because I would have asked the real questions. I was annoyed at some of the women they asked. But like my question was, and this might not be fair, but this is what I wanted to ask. Are gay men in this same situation? Because I bet they're not. And I'm not saying you have to be gay. I'm saying there is something that I feel like American men are not getting. And it's like, we need you to be comfortable with all sides of who you are. That doesn't mean you're not masculine. It means this whole Scott Galloway thing, which is like, we're men and we must have the woman and we must have, and he's like, and we have to have sex and sex has to be good. Like he talks like this. And I'm like, dude, I got you, but that's not like, he is mentioning what the problem is, but what his solutions are what bother me. Does that make sense?
That's the Andrew Tate thing. Like Andrew Tate will sometimes talk about problems with men and you're like, oh, he's got a point there. And then his solution is the woman should do everything I say. It's like, well, you've gone a bit wrong there, mate.
And Scott Galloway is not that bad. He's gotten slammed a lot in the past year from women. And the thing I like about Scott Galloway is that he's turned around and he's like, you know what? I appreciate the feedback. I'm thinking about it. And he'll reverse and say, like, he does say that he's wrong. And he can pivot. Yeah. But I'm bummed because that's his podcast. But yeah,
really?
It's called The Pivot. Yeah. Him and Karen Swisher. It's a really interesting podcast. You should listen to it. It's really good. But yeah, so he's interesting. But I think he's so right to be having the conversation, and he wrote a really good book. I haven't read it, but if Oprah says it's a good book and she has, you always have to watch how many tabs she has in the book, like her notes, because then she really read it. And she was like this during the whole thing. So on page 47, you said, and I was like, shit, she read it. Okay. You know what I mean? So I ordered it because I do want to read it because I think it's such an interesting conversation. And we want men to succeed. I think that's the other part of this that men don't seem to get. We're not dissing you. You know what I mean? We're not saying we don't want you at all. We want you to meet us where we're at. And you're not there yet. You know, that's what I'm saying. And then men will say things like, "Oh, you're so bougie. Your standards are too high. You're too," right? That's what you get. That's the feedback you get. Instead of like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe Carmen isn't my type, or maybe Carmen isn't interested, or maybe Carmen, wants to see something else from me other than the bullshittery that I keep putting out there." Does that
You know what
make
I
sense?
don't like? I don't like it when guys say, "Oh, I put a woman on a pedestal up here." It's like, stop doing that. No one should be on a pedestal more than the other. You guys should be equal. Always. No one she should not be up here and you down here. Why? Or vice versa. It should always be equal.
Is it equal though? It's
It
not
should be.
always equal.
It's not always, but
Well, that can be different depending on the relationship, can't it? It's not like a one size fits all thing. I'd be interested to see what it's like in younger people.
Well, he has a lot of Gen Z people on the show. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
who he's geared towards, Gen Z. Or you mean younger than that, like Alpha?
I'm thinking like there's probably like men out there who just don't know how to talk to people because they spend all of their time online.
Well,
And
that's what
maybe
he was
that's
talking about.
another
online.
reason why they're lonely is because they just don't know how to communicate with people, let alone women. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways he accidentally, I don't think he means to, and I know he's learned a lot. I want to give him some grace because I think he's doing a really impossible job that nobody else is talking about. So I want to give him a lot of grace. But sometimes when he speaks, he's almost blaming women's success, right? Or women's independence. There is a correlation. And the way he is speaking on it, he's gotten so much better. I mean, Rick, you saw it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he keeps stopping himself. He's like, and we should never stop that. He says it like 5 times. Like, we want women to succeed. But while he's speaking, what's happening is he is saying, because women are so independent and so successful and going to college and they don't need a man anymore, is kind of what he's saying,
So he's blaming women for not settling.
But he's not, but he's trying not to, but there is a correlation, right? So I feel for him because I think what he's saying has substance, but men gotta get the Rick, speak on behalf of all American men. How do you fix it?
Yeah, I'm the wrong one. Don't ask me.
Well, what
I did want to say, you know how you guys were just saying, or I think Cynthia was saying about the equal, and I see what you're saying. But to me, I say more, it should be a team. Because when you're on a team, you need to work together. If you don't work together, you will lose and the other team will win. So you need to be a team and you know your strengths, know your weaknesses. Oh, honey, you're better at that. So you do that. Like if it's finances, child, let her do the finances. Then you're terrible at that. So it's a team effort more than.
I know, but you guys are talking about relationships. They're not even talking about relationship. They're not even there. That's what they're talking about. Men don't have relationships. And they were showing all the women who are like, yeah, we're fine. Like that was the other part of it. Women are not like, we fine being single. We're good. We don't need.
Well, there's the other side to it, Carmen. So he's also talking about men not being able to form relationships with other men, right?
Yes. You have to, I'm going to send it to you, but yeah, that's exactly.
Hey, Mario.
Who is this? How many
Mario.
of these emails do they have? Rick is right about what? Shut the fuck up.
The
It's not whether right or wrong. It's just, yes, teams are important. But what I'm trying to say is he wasn't talking. We're not even there yet. We're talking about men who don't even have friends. You know what I mean? Like we can, yes, you have to be a team. You have to be equal. We can talk. That's going to be his next book.
And you know what? Because the internet is so ginormous and vast and billions of people are on it, you can easily find your people, your tribe, who will always agree with you and never reject you. So when you're constantly used to, yeah, I agree, and then somebody goes, no, what? it's like a shock because you're used to being with your people who agree with you all the time.
The weird thing is, in my opinion, I'm going to sound like an old man here, but it's almost like the more access to stuff you have, the more isolated you can become.
Fact.
It's like with music. Like I've now got access to 1 million tracks or whatever on Spotify, but I listen to the same songs like all the time. Like it's a weird kind of thing. I don't know what it is. It's kind of strange. It's like, you know, I remember before the internet when I was in school, it was, you know, you wanted to make friends, you had to go to the person's house and then go out after school with them. I don't know, it's a different world to me. These people who've got friends but they've never met them or don't even know their real name.
Well, I've never met Rick and I've never met you.
But you know our real names.
I do know you're right. It's all
I'm not British guy 99 or something. Like
British guy 99. Right?
I'm just trying, you know what I mean? Like
if I could fake the background, what else could I fake? No, just kidding.
Right. I think it's a great conversation. If people haven't watched it, you really should. It is deep. I don't know what the answer is. I do wish somebody had asked the gay question because I feel like, and this is going to sound so stupid, women get along with gay men so well. And I'm not saying like romantically, I'm saying there's a part of me, I'm like, the perfect guy would be a gay guy who isn't gay. You know what I mean? Like, because I know it's the stupidest thing, but it actually isn't. It means somebody who's so comfortable with themselves, right? Who has all sides of themselves, who's emotionally present, who can cry, who can laugh, but can also be masculine. And you see what I'm saying? Like we laugh about it, but I think that's part of it. And the whole time I was like, oh my God, if one of these people do not ask this question, but it's not the right question at the right time. But that's my feeling is I'm curious about that part of it, you know, and that's not to say all gay men, I don't want to get no emails. I'm just saying, I'm not saying all gay men are the same. I'm just saying, you understand what I'm saying, right? Because women are fine hanging out with gay men. We feel very comfortable. We can share secrets. We can talk. But when you're dating somebody, a man, it's just different. And at some point it closes off, you know? And then people be like, oh, but it's not the right person for you. I'm like, I know. That's why I dumped his ass. You know what I mean? And then he's lonely. I'm just kidding. Like, Gary, what are you typing? Gay men. What do they have?
No. So now that I've got ChatGPT and stuff, I like to ask questions specifically when it comes to stats. Yes. So I was asking it, are Americans more single today than ever before? Because,
what does it say?
Well, it literally says, if I bring it up, recent data shows that over half of US adults are unmarried. And among 25 to 34-year-olds, half of men and 41% of women do not have a spouse or a partner. Interesting. That seems quite high to me. Yeah. So I don't know who they're asking, but
no. Well, he kind of says a similar stats when he kind of, and it's so weird, right, Rick? I don't know about you, but he knows it so well. He's not even referring to anything. It scared me how well he was able to like just throw out the stats. But I guess he did all the research for the book. But still, it was weird. It was weird.
I'm guessing generally women are more happier being on their own in terms of friendship groups and stuff than men. Is that kind of the point that he was saying?
Well, he put out those stats out there that women are happier, that women have friendships, that women, it's easier for them to not have a mate. He didn't say mate, but a spouse or whatever. I'm becoming British as we sit here.
I literally thought she's talking about mates. Women mates.
I'm bringing up mate. But yeah, it was interesting. It's kind of like, you know, women are doing, from his point of view, from what he was talking about, pretty well and are more emotionally okay than men are. Is kind of what he was saying, you know. And it's more about this whole dating thing and spouses and loneliness. And I have to tell you, women that I know in my women group or whatever, I don't think any of them would say they're lonely. They'll say something like, man, it's been a while since I've had sex, right? You know what I mean? Like, but it's not like, oh, and now I'm gonna cry about it because I don't have a boyfriend. It's like, damn, like,
Right,
girl,
I get
how
it.
long has been? It's like more of a joke thing, but you make the mention. But I think for men, it's much more bigger deal that you don't have sex on a regular basis. I mean, he talks about that. He talks.
And then imagine if you also don't have friends and you're not going anywhere, and you can kind of understand how his point of, what was it? There was 5 people in a morgue and 4 of them were men. Like, I kind of get that point. I don't know what the stats over in England are, but I presume that it would be similar-ish stats, I presume, for the same reasons.
Rick, what was your takeaway? How did you feel about it when you were done? Again, speaking on behalf of all men in the United States.
You can't leave it like this. Something's got to be done. Men need to get together and figure it out. The older men, take more of the younger men under your wing, because a lot of them didn't have fathers. They don't have role models. And like I said before, the internet, it's changing the way we think, and it's not great. We don't know how to have normal conversations. Like, oh my God, you freak out for the stupidest thing. And I'm like, what are you freaking out for, dude? Like, really? Like, what the heck?
A British comedian had a great joke years ago, and he said, people today, they meet up in the street and they go, hi. Right. And everyone goes, hi. Right. And then they walk.
Right. It's true.
Yeah, it's just weird. There's a thing in my town which is kind of cool. There's a group for older men. They call it Men in Sheds, and they just literally build stuff out of wood in sheds. So cool. they have and it's funded by the local council and stuff. So it's almost like you need stuff like that to kind of get people out and together. Maybe it's harder for older people if they're not great with technology as well. To kind of find like-minded people.
People are starting to not use technology as much. I think we're starting to see a thing where people are actually going to start wanting to be in person with people. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like, again, I don't have my phone with me all the time. I'm not constantly, I don't have my social media stuff on my phone. And I don't think I'm some trend setter. I just think it's exhausting. It's exhausting after a while. Cynthia, chime in. What are you feeling?
On which part?
I
mean, I don't know. I like I said, I mean, I think men have just become comfortable, and I think that they need, like Gary said, they need more things to do, to be social, to get out there and meet people.
You were talking about, people being equal and stuff. And it's like, and I think about your marriage, because I know Juan, I know you. Do you think your relationship is actually equal? Because I would say it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But it works because you both know each other so well. And I don't know what the right word is, but like you figure out a way to, like, maybe your strengths and his weaknesses balance out the other way. You know what I mean? His strengths, your weaknesses. But I would never think that you guys are equal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like what Rick said. Like, if somebody is better with finances, then that person would take over this. This person is better with this, and that person would take over that. So it's kind of like the same thing with me and him.
Yeah. I think that's what you meant by equal, is you have a way in which you decide who does what and whatever. And then it becomes a partnership. Maybe partnership is a better word than equal or teamwork or whatever. I don't know, because I'm going to stay single because you men are crazy. That's what I'm going to say. You're just too much work. I think men are high maintenance. I do. I know they used to say that about women. Right?
They are.
I don't look at the two men in the room are like, I just think it's a lot of
I'm really low maintenance. Like,
okay, the minute you say you're low, okay, what makes you low maintenance? That's interesting. Go ahead. What makes you low?
I'd be happy with a takeaway meal and a trip to the pub. Like, I don't need designer clothes. I don't need your attention every second of the day.
You know what? Men say that. Men say that.
It's that kind of thing. Like, I really wouldn't. Because high maintenance isn't just money. It's also how much of the time of yours that they take up, I presume,
Yeah.
and how involved in your life they get. Is that a
Are
form
you
of
talking about
being high
men in
maintenance?
my life?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, is that a form of high maintenance? Like the fact that you have to spend a lot of time with me and get involved in a lot of stuff, like, or
Are
is
we
it
getting
just
together,
financial?
Gary? Is it you and me, baby? I'm ready to leave this country, honey. I will marry your ass. Okay. I'm ready to go. Like, no, I think it's
Cynthia, we're getting into 5 love languages now. About the
Uh-oh.
time. What do you call it? The time one?
the live.
Quality time. Quality
You know
time.
what?
Yeah.
I did some research on the love languages, and I just want you to know how much bullshit it is. Like,
I
I
knew
was
you
gonna
would say
send you.
that.
I'm so serious. I did all this research on love language because I was like, how did I miss this? And I'm now that you brought it up, I'm gonna send it to you because the reason why it was created is very interesting. I think that men. Okay, I'm just gonna talk personally for me. Okay. What I think makes men very high maintenance is going to be very different than maybe Cynthia or somebody else. Okay. Men say certain things and then it's actually not true. Like, for example, I'm very comfortable not seeing you every day. One of my best relationships was I lived in one state, he lived in another, and we would see each other on the weekends, every other weekend, whatever. And I thought it was the best relationship ever. I am one of those people that like, I just really need my alone time. So men will say that, but then when you're not, like, where are you going? What are you doing? Da, 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 da. Like, they want to know where you're going and what you're doing all the time. And I really don't care what you do. It's not that I don't care. It's like my thing, it's quality over quantity. So let's say you and I were dating and I said, okay, I'm gonna see you on Saturday. Okay, it's Monday. I'm gonna see you on Saturday, baby. All right, bye, whatever. And then you're texting me on Tuesday. Where were you? I called you on Monday and you didn't answer, or whatever it is. Like, there's this weird kind of thing where men do want to have a constant where you are, whatever. Now, some people are going to be like, but Carmen, then you're not in a relationship. I'm saying, I know I need it to grow into that.
Okay.
I don't want right away this kind of need to know what I'm doing, who my friends are, like it needs to be a little bit slower. Like, I'm gonna let you in as we go along. Does that make sense? Or is that,
If it were me, it might be like, yeah, we'll see you on Saturday, but I may drop you a text in the week just saying, how's your week going? And we keep it really basic or something like that.
And that's cool. But let's say we're 2 or 3 months into the relationship. Okay. Now we in it, right?
Okay.
And I say, hey, I'm going to go and hang out with the girls this weekend. Have a great one. And then Melanie, wait, we have to say hi to Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Melanie's our #1 fan. So we love her. Hi, Melanie. Okay. Sorry. I got to make a big deal about Melanie. I love her. So we're in it, whatever. And I tell you, I'm going to go hang out with Cynthia and the girls on the weekend. And your answer is, but why?
Oh,
and where are you guys going? And what are you doing? And when are you going to come back? And it's like, I know it sounds like I'm being cold, but it's kind of like that part for me becomes like, now you're invading my space. Cause you know what? Let's say I tell you, we're going to go get massages. We're having a girls' weekend, whatever. I'll tell you, because that's fine. We're in a relationship. I will let it go. And then you say to me, but Carmen, I'm going to go next weekend with the guys. I'll be like, okay, great. Have a great one. I'll see you on Monday. You get upset because I don't care where you're going. That's why me and my ex broke up, because he was like, you're not interested in me. I'm like, bitch, you said you're going to go away for the weekend.
Oh,
that's high maintenance
on this.
What? That's high maintenance.
I understand where you're coming from. Like, if you were going out on the Saturday, I may ask, oh, so what are you doing? Where are you going? Cool, have fun. Like, that would be the limit for me. I wouldn't really care. But if I was saying, oh, I'm going out on Saturday, and you just went, all right, see ya, I'd probably think, you're not even going to ask what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like, even a little bit. I don't honestly care, but I would feel a bit weird. Like, oh, she's not asking what I'm doing.
You do care because you're like,
massively.
Does she not care about me? Does she not like?
But don't you think that's kind of like common courtesy to people? Like, oh, I'm busy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're doing extremes here. we're doing extreme chat because
I do
clearly
get your
if
point,
we're in
though.
a relationship, you know what I mean? Like whatever, okay? But I'm trying to give you an idea of like what's happened to me in 2 of my relationships is this idea that I didn't care enough about what they were doing. I'm like, but I'm not with you. Like I trust you. Like you're going with your guy friends. I don't understand what it is you want me to do. Or this thing. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go do football or go see a football game or whatever. I'll be like, okay, great, because I have no interest whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, not to be mean. I don't care, whatever. He'd be like, but don't you want to come? No, I really don't want to come. What do you mean you don't want to come? I want you to come with me. It's like that is. Look at me. I'm getting all upset now because I know exactly who this man is.
She's dumping me already.
I know I'm already dumping Gary. That's not high maintenance. That's insecure and needy. Oh, that's right, Alma. I feel and look at it's two-way street. I know my flaws, my weaknesses, my strengths, but that's what I'm saying. I need a guy who understands my independence and understands that he can do what he needs to do. I want quality over quantity. I don't want to have to be in your life 24/7, you know? That doesn't mean like if we
do you want like a medium? So you don't want someone who's obsessed and wants to know everything, but you also don't want someone who's cold and doesn't want to know at all.
But you would know. But if you're in my life, you would know what's going on with me.
Yeah.
If you're in my life, you would know. It's not like I wouldn't be hiding something from you. And I think that's what it is. I think Alma has a point there about insecurity. I think it's always this.
See, that would never enter my brain. That would never enter my head. But it depends obviously on the person, really, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was an asshole. And so wasn't the other one. And the first one too. No, I'm just kidding. No, they weren't. They're good men and I'm still in touch with them. But I just think like for me, high maintenance means that and I think it has a lot to do with emotional immaturity. Like, I think when I'm in a relationship, I'm not talking about sleeping with men or going on a date with them. When I'm in a relationship with a man, me and you, that's it. That's me and you. There's nobody else. That's it. You know what I mean? So you should feel secure about that. And if I'm going to go hang out with the girls or I'm going to go hang out with some guys, you shouldn't be all aflutter. I had one guy who got all upset and I let him go into his whirlwind because I wanted him to ask me. He never thought of asking me who the guys are I was about to go out with. But he got all up in a flutter, all upset. And I was like, they are men I danced with. And then somehow it was okay because he just assumed they're all gay.
Yeah, I literally, I know where you're going with that.
So, but you see what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, that to me is ridiculous. If you don't trust me, like, I don't even understand. So that's what I mean by high maintenance. I don't mean like designer clothes and food because bitch, we gonna eat. Okay. We gonna eat good food. But I'm just saying like, that's what I mean. And I honestly think that part of my problem is, and I admit it, I really don't have the patience for let's work on the relationship thing. Cause it's really, let me work on your emotional immaturity is what it comes down to for me. Okay, go ahead. I know Cynthia got something to say.
No. I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Really? Oh, I thought you were going to yell at me. Oh my God.
I'm leaning towards you as well, Carmen. I think that's quite needy. Like, that would annoy me if I was in a relationship with a woman who was like that. So I kind of get your point with it. I really do. My guess would be maybe these guys had been cheated on in the past or had some kind of prerequisite thing that happened before that influenced the way they acted. Maybe.
But that's happened to me too, right, Gary? So, I mean, I dated.
I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying maybe that's the reason why.
But that's where we come down to this emotional immaturity thing. Like we've all had bad things happen to us. It doesn't mean I bring it to the relationship and then put it on you and be like, question. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Rick. What were you gonna say?
Well, one thing you were bringing up before that kind of poked me in my feels was like when you were giving the example of somebody that wants to know, where are you? What are you doing? Like, because I've been on that side of that. where that was done to me, but then I dare ask you what you're doing, why
And
you
all
want
hell broke loose.
Oh, yeah.
really like
Yeah.
that. Mm.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah. I think because that's when you go back to that kind of equal or the consideration thing. Like if you're going to ask me and I'm going to share, and then I ask you and you don't want to share, that's a weirdness. That's a weirdness, Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of women who are single. Okay, I don't want to talk on behalf of all women. I'm just saying there's an exhaustion level. There's an exhaustion level to it's not just the dating thing. Like I don't do dating sites or any of that. I did that back 20 years ago, whatever. But I just think the dating thing in general is a lot of work. Where are you from? What are you doing? Bitch, just go on my social media, check out. You can learn everything you need to do at the YouTube. You know what I mean? At the YouTube. I do that on purpose too, so they know age-wise who I am. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of that thing. It's like, it's just a lot. And you get exhausted because then you do all that work and you're excited about somebody or whatever, and then it doesn't work out. And even that part of it is hard,
See, I'm going the other way. I'm going for less information up front.
Really?
Because
Interesting.
I don't want to see something that kind of predetermines the way I think about it and kind of poisons my mind. I might see something and go, ooh. And it may impact the way I act on the date. Does that make sense? Like, so it's sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm just starting to think maybe less information and you kind of find out for yourself. There could also be a bad thing if they're crazy.
You'd rather go in blind.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards that these days, I think. I mean, it's not like you're dating strangers. Usually it's like friend of a friend. So you know a little bit beforehand, of course. But yeah, I don't know. The stats are obviously correct with more people single than ever these days. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we would fix that. Because the weird thing is that we all want to be in relationships. I would love to snuggle next to some beautiful man. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that you don't want the relationship. It's just, it just seems like nowadays, because everyone has the ability to communicate differently, to get to know each other differently, or it's different times. Whereas people were forced marriage before, or you would meet somebody because somebody introduced you and you would get married, you'd stay together forever and hate it or whatever. Now people have choices. So now everybody's a little bit more particular, I don't want to settle. Like I don't want to settle, and that's different from compromise, right? Because somebody said to me, what you don't want is you don't want to compromise. I'm like, bitch, no, that's not the same thing. But so he talks about this too, Scott Galloway. He's like, women want a man who's a provider, right? And I was like, I don't know if women want a man who's a provider, but you gotta have a job, like I don't know, or ambition. You gotta have something to bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like, so, I had at one point said I'm not dating any more actors who are not actually working as actors, because I was dating people who were like, yeah, I'm an actor. No. You know what? I married a tow truck driver, so that's not my issue. Okay, I married a tow truck driver, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna use that as my back. It's not about that. It's about, you have to be somebody who has ambition. But they're like, you ask them what they are, they're an actor, and you're like, oh, really? What have you been in? What are you working on? Whatever. Like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a waiter, and I'm thinking about taking class. What? Like, if you're an actor, then be an actor. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean you have to be, because being an artist is a hard thing to be. But I want you to actually be one. But here, I could throw a rock and hit anybody, and everybody's an actor or a director, and none of them are even trying to pursue it at all in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. It's about, like, who are you? It's not that I need you to provide for me. Sure. Do I wish you had a lot more money than me so that I didn't have to, like, be so scared all the time? Sure. But what I really want is for you to be energized in whatever it is you want to be and do in the world, because that energizes me. I can't be around people who are like, I don't know.
Yeah. Does the career even matter what it is? Would it matter if it was a bin man, as long as he was really energetic about being the best bin man he wanted to? And
What's a bin man? I don't know what a bin man is.
Empties the bins.
Garbage man?
Garbage man.
Garbage man. There you go.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter, would it? It honestly wouldn't matter as long as he's passionate.
I mean, we better have a fine ass, though. You know what I mean? Like a nice body and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he lifts those heavy bins, so he probably does. So
yeah. No. Look at I have dated. I want to say the spectrum of income. You know what I mean? And I just want to say again, I married a tow truck driver. You know what I'm saying? Like I have been lucky enough to date quite an array of different men who are, but and some of the best men are not. It's not about money. It's about their personality. I know that sounds weird, but the ones that energize you, you know. And look, I've been dumped by guys too. I'm not trying to sit here like, and so this is how it is. It's not only just me. Like sometimes men don't like me either, and we call it quits. You know what I mean? Or they walk away, or they cheat on me. You know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Didn't at the end of the show too, he was giving certain tips like how men should think about this when you're interacting with women, like that make them laugh. They love it when you make them laugh. And there was like 2 other things he said.
Yeah, I know. Some of that is, again, that's Scott going a little bit. He was talking about his experience on how he got his wife or whatever. And yes, he was using that as tips. But, I don't know. I you make me laugh. I don't know if that's going to be the clincher for
Carmen
me.
doesn't like comedy.
And I don't like slapstick
comedy.
comedy.
You make Carmen laugh.
No, I don't like. See, it's slapstick.
You make the cat jump out the window and the guy wake up in the middle of the night. That's how you make Carmen laugh.
That was fucking hilarious. Like that was different. Gary has no idea what we're talking about. I know, but that was a moment. Like if I watch it now, I don't think it's that funny. But that's what I'm saying. Like in that moment, it was killing me. We saw. It doesn't matter, Gary. Don't worry about it. But
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think it's different for every individual woman and every individual man. I do think women should ask men out too. I think that would be interesting. I don't know how men would take that. Gary, how would you take that?
I don't mind. I've been asked out before. It's not.
But he was talking about because there were a lot of men in that audience who didn't want to be rejected, so they never asked anybody out. And I'm like, I've asked out men. Yeah, and it's hard to do, but.
Well, even if you're a bit nervous or whatever, and they're a friend of a friend, it sounds a bit like, high school or whatever, but just get your friend to put the feelers out there. Like, Gary's single. Would you be interested? Maybe?
Exactly.
I can ask him for you. Like, there are ways of doing it without.
Yeah, but now you're talking about Gary who has friends, right? You have people who have. Well, no, because some of these men.
Well,
don't
they might
friends.
not. That's a good point. If that's the whole point, is that these people don't have friends that they can talk to about it. Yeah.
Right. I had a roommate, Chris Laterzo, who I miss so much, but I don't think he'll talk to me anymore. But, I had this great roommate, and we used to go to the beach together, and then we would go out to a bar or whatever, right? And we were just roommates, and we would go to the bar, and we would play each other's wingman. And so, you know what I mean? Like he liked a certain girl or whatever, and I'd go over and be like, "So, my brother." Blah, 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 whatever. He's over there. We would do that whole thing. And the only thing we had to do is make sure the other person got home. Well, in this case, make sure I got home because he was always dating somebody in the bar. You know what I mean? Like, but that would be, you would have a wingman. But again, I think this is a different thing. I think people are just afraid to ask people out.
Cool.
Alma just said, I asked my hubby out first. That does not surprise me. Of course.
Yeah, my first girlfriend in school asked me out. I remember that.
See?
In front of all my friends, I felt like, yeah.
Years ago, that probably would have been like a little bit odd, but now I don't think it is at all.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I don't notice. Like, I can't tell you how many times people have told me, that guy likes you. I'll be like, what guy or whatever. Like, I think that's the thing. I think I have blown some possibilities because I didn't even realize.
Are you not good at picking up on the signals, Carmen? Is that
it's not because like if you have to be kind of obvious to me. You kind of like I'm not always because that's a weird ego to have. right? Like, oh my God, I think he likes me. Like that would be weird. Like, so I think that's happened a couple times. And like a couple of my friends were like my friend Mia, I remember Mia and Richard when we were in college, they were like, you are so stupid. That guy John likes you. And I was like, the volleyball player? You know what I mean? I was so confused. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's just a weird thing too. Like, because I'm not looking for it, you know.
I think I'm like that too. I think I've told you the story before when back in the Periscope days that I'm so oblivious that all the women that were friends with me were like, we need to come up with a code, something to let him know that the person that's talking to him is definitely interested. He's so stupid he doesn't get it. So they came up with Pink Poodle. Pink Poodle. I'm like, what? Oh, huh? And then I'm like, no. Huh? You think?
Did you ever ask any of those people out though?
Heck no. I mean, it's Periscope. It's all over the world. So
I dated that guy, John, and I'll tell you to this day, we did the volleyball player. We dated. He was a year ahead of me in school, and he ended up. And this is, I will always give him credit for being such a gentleman. I mean, it hurt my heart so much, but he came and he broke up with me because he met someone else, and he didn't want to start dating her without breaking up with me first. Now it sounds like so hokey. But it broke my heart. I was like,
I honestly, it's kind of kind in a way.
no, it was the sweet, but still, like, even as I'm thinking about it, like, it hurt my heart so much. But he married her and they had kids, and like, so that was his person. You know what I mean? But I will always be like, mad respect to him. Always. I don't talk to him anymore, but no issues, John, no issues. But I'll never forget that. It was probably one of the breakups that I think was the most proper thing a man could do who had any honor. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. And then like, it was so weird because we were living together at the time, and I had bought a TV or whatever. And he was going to take the TV and give me half. And I was like, if you touch that TV, I'm going to dump it. Because I was so, like, I was trying to be calm, but I was going to dump that fucking TV off of the porch. And his father had to come and like calm me down. Like, it was it's so funny. But yeah, anyways. Oh my God, guys, I didn't mean to keep you here so late. That was kind of a fun conversation.
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah. You guys doing anything this weekend?
Hanging out with my sisters.
Oh, really? That'll be good.
Yeah.
You excited? Oh, cool. Tell them I said hi.
Do
I'm
some
sure they're
Christmas stuff.
excited. What?
Do some Christmas stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right. Christmas. Whatever. Gary, what are you doing? Anything this weekend?
I'm in Manchester tomorrow, which you probably don't know what Manchester is, but it's a city in the north of England near where I am. So Christmas markets are a big thing. So, you get to just eat a lot of food and stuff like that.
Oh, fun. Are you going on a date with anyone? We want more information. Who are you going to be
Oh,
with?
no, this is
What
this
time
is
are you
just with
leaving?
friends.
When are you coming back? Is it going to be all weekend? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm messing with you.
No, it's like
it's
I know. What? She keeps asking me everything. She won't just leave me alone. No, so it's like a midday thing. So you get there for about 12, and then you get like the last train home at like 9, something like that. So that'll be good. And then Sunday, I'm putting the Christmas decorations up and the tree. So
oh God! All right, then you'll have to come back and visit us so we can compare you and Cynthia, who's got the better.
Mine will not look as good as that. I'll tell you that.
Rick, what are you doing this weekend? Anything? Are you putting up your Christmas stuff this weekend?
I mean, I don't have a lot to put up. It's just little things, and maybe not, but we'll see. My mom, she was hard. She was like Cynthia, hardcore. Like, oh my God, we had a room that was just Christmas, huge tree.
You should put it all up then for her. You should. It might like bring something out of her. You never know.
It's a lot of work, huh?
It's a lot of work.
I get it. Yeah, and I make no judgments. I can only imagine. It's hard.
It was a production, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am working all weekend. I really want. I am. I'm actually, after this, I'm going to finalize Sunday's show. So please, everyone, please check out Culture and Consequence. It really is a great show. It's really fun. And then on Sunday, we do have the show, the Private Lounge, an interview with a really great guy. It was just interesting. And I know it's a little bit of politics, but it's not politics. We're talking about communicating with each other. His name is Blake Fisher. So I hope you guys will come on Sunday and check that out, or at whatever time is convenient for you. I really appreciate it. But everyone, thank you so much. I'm so happy that so many people stopped by. And remember, at the end of the day, it really is all about the joy. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye. Gary, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
I'm not going. It's fine.
Okay.